Cup 2018 Finals. Joining me is Vazazel, and
Hello.
We are gonna go through the films here, starting with Game 1 on One Is Not Enough to Team Dark. So, why don't you hop on into that film, bro?
Yep, I'm on it.
Cool. Check the picture, yeah, looks good. Alrighty, so we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the top bracket champions, against the challengers, Northern Paladins. Kirk and Adrenaline are spectating the games. On TMNT, we got GKG, Dantski, HMP, Cruniac as Steve, DAC, and Eastwin. And for Northern Paladins, we got Rabican, Arzenic, Tirri, Limp, Excel, Migraine, and Gekko.
Star-studded cast here.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like, most of these guys have played pretty seriously over the past 20 years, so let's see who comes out on top today. Now, TMNT only needs to win 4 games in the best of 7. NP has to win 4 games in the best of 7, as well as sudden death.
The rules were changed for sudden death. Now it's not going to be the first one to win 2 in a row. It's just going to be the best of 3 that are played in sudden death. So if NP wins, let's say, the best of the first 7, then after that, they only have to win 2 out of 3 games to follow that.
Yep. That is what Tirri and GKG agreed upon prior to the match. So we'll have to see how that plays a role in the conclusion of the match, if this match even reaches sudden death. Right now, match-wise, TMNT is 5-1. NP is 7-1, coming up from the bottom bracket.
All right, so really quick, let's look at the trades here. For GKG, we have 5 dwarves, 4 locks, a bunch of Solus. Probably going to split it into 2. Got a lot of Herons, Gulls, Zerks, and Whites. And P, on the other hand, they do have more Thrall Elite. They have 1 less Dwarf, and they have about the same number of Soulless, so I wonder how this is going to play out. Chances are everyone's just going to line up mid, as opposed to an extreme flank, which could be viable, but let's see.
It's rather odd that the units aren't, like, mirrored.
Game
from the start.
on.
The dwarves are kind of leaving,
Yeah.
like, the painted middle of their home base, essentially where their CTF flag would be, whereas NPs start off down low. Get a little bit of benefit moving mid, but at the same time it kind of looks like the middle flag might be closer to the east side. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe slightly, I don't know. Maybe the water is just disproportionate, not the flag.
I feel like the area of water on the west is much larger. And that would slow dwarves down, so suppose I can see the accommodation.
Flag captured.
So what time are you at right now?
8:55.
Okay.
And so Tirri is going to tag mid while Rabican already dealing damage with his Solus. Eastwind gonna back off. Looks like Cruniac and Tirri about to match up with their Warlocks. Meanwhile, on the southern flank, Arzenic and Gekko are up against HMP and Dantski. And in the north, we have GKG
Ooh.
against
Tirri taking out a lock.
Ooh, I'm missing it. I'm missing the action. It's clearly all here, man. Yeah, Migraine and Excel also in the north for NP. I mean, NP does have this Warlock advantage in the middle area.
Yeah, they're really using that to pressure Cruniac, and now GKG up in the north getting pussed.
Pussed. Warlock getting wiped out. Cruniac and Tirri safe for now. Gekko gonna apply some pressure with his dwarf hero.
Rabican moves south with the Solus because he realizes he can't do much mid since there's 4 Warlocks. He's going to try and pressure that against the outnumbered Solus with HP.
Zell gonna use the buzz on some melee there. Can he keep his dwarf alive? Yep, it's gonna survive. Down the south, we got 3 dwarven heroes on 2. And TMNT's Solus adjusting to the south. Cruniac's Warlock adjusting to the south as well.
Yeah, what Arzenic said was basically accurate. South is pretty much a stalemate just because of 2 high hills, and there's no reason to leave that your own hill with a dwarf. So it's pretty much just trading dwarf shots and hoping one bounces or something.
Yeah, essentially they're running out the clock right now. I mean, they control mid, they're up in percentage, they're gaining some ground in the north. Doc unable to utilize this hill with the Solus to give TMNT an advantage.
Yeah, the Solus are pretty passive this entire game just because of the range of the locks and the dwarfs.
Can't do much. Zell's gonna take out one of the souls there.
Lock goes down mid.
Warlock gonna go down there.
Ooh, Migraine.
His dwarf just barely surviving that. He's gonna be able to get healed.
Rabican moving back
5
mid again.
minutes
Solus,
remaining.
Leaving Arzenic and Gekko south. They should be fine.
I mean, they'll be able to hold that unless those souls are flanked in an effective way, but at the same time, being down in percentage, you don't want to be too aggressive where you put those souls
We
in
have a
good
nice
position to be taken out.
sneaky. We got some nice sneaky Zergs southeast by Gekko, just standing there, waiting for the right moment. And a backdoor plus by Zell coming up northeast.
Ooh, it's gonna get neutralized. Good defensive play there.
GKG
Warlock
losing
going
lock.
down.
He must have been looking at another part of the map and then realized there was a lock shot coming at him.
Maybe not, though. It might have been Zell distracting him. Quite a stalemate in the south. These bottles starting to pile up in the middle right there. Not able to ricochet.
Yeah, I was talking about a melee flank earlier, and it doesn't seem to really work here just because the bridges limit the amount you can spread out your units. And then, as you can see, by Dantski, he's laid out some satchels at the bridge. So if there was a huge flank coming in, he could take it out fairly quickly.
Yeah, and the way the bridge is just rather disgusting.
HMP with some Solus south. I wonder what he's trying to do with those. Probably just harass and distract.
Yeah, I mean, they should try to pressure the Ars Dwarf as best as they can. But I don't know if they really want to push in the south, as all those Solus or Brabs are going to be able to respond to. They're down about 12% now.
You can just see the south hill just like destroyed with dwarf bottles. The entire thing is charred black.
Quite the stalemate. Most of the action taking place in the middle and the north.
Yeah, I would suppose that I would venture to say that if this was territories, the Solus would be very, very valuable just because of the amount of water and stuff and mobility. Here, I don't really know.
I mean, look, they're able to pick apart that dwarf right there. It's almost going down. So they do have value on wands, but the key is to use them like to harass, and you also have the option. Like passive conservative structure. That might lose some
Gekko
souls here.
taking out the dwarf.
We got a hero going down. Gekko able to deflect that shot.
1 minute remaining.
Bottle almost bouncing into dock.
50 seconds, you're making a run for it.
NP in full control of that mid flag. Dantski moving in on Arzenic.
Cruniac going for the Solus. Rabican spread some time. Loses only
Flag contested.
About to go down. Still 2
30
Warlocks
seconds
remain.
remaining.
Or NP. Rab moving his melee to assist as well as Migraine. His dwarf's gonna get bust. Will we see a contest?
Flag contested.
There it is. In the south, Gekko's dwarf close to going down. Dantski gonna head for mid instead.
Flag contested. Flag contested.
The melee going in favor of Rabican and Migraine.
Rabican losing all the soul south, but it doesn't matter because they win the game.
That it is. Man, look at that. 82 damage out of Tirri.
Yeah, solid performance all around from everyone.
Yeah.
I think those lock shots at the start of the game really just, turned it in NP's favor.
I mean, it set the tone, but it also, handicapped TMNT from the beginning. They were able to, hold on till the end,
Yeah, that is true.
Albeit, once you control the mid hill, it's not bad. fed to just, camp it up. Especially, like, with the hill position, the units coming into that hill, they're going to be slowed down by the water. So
Yeah, I was surprised. They were able to hold the hill really well. I thought it was going to be like super hard because it's such a small area to defend and you can like get shots coming in from everywhere, but they used it to their advantage.
yeah, man, well played by NP. I mean, a good effort at the end by TMNT. Let's move on to game 2 here. Next up, we got Drowned Empire Territories. I gotta go to the bathroom if you'd like to kick it off.
Yeah, sure.
Where, man? Alrighty. In 3, 2, 1. Oh. Yo, misclick, bro. My sensitivity too high. Alright. Now I'm in. Here we go. Drowned Empire. Gonna kick on the automatic camera. And we're live on Twitch right now, bro, if you want to invite your friends and family. But, yeah, why don't you take it away from here, bro?
All right. So GKG trading away the Thrall, going with a full melee trade, no dwarfs, 6 whites, 12 goals to match that, 1 journeyman, so no heals apart from the heals for the pus. They got 12 soulless. Pretty intuitive considering there's so many flags and a lot of movement going on, plus the amount of water and the rain. Let's see, on NP side, pretty much the same thing. No dwarves. They got less soulless. I believe they put it into warriors.
Word, I'm just getting back. And yeah, the dwarves not that effective here once it starts raining.
Yeah.
It opens up that opportunity to push with melee and pus, and those dwarves just
You gotta
not be
wonder
effective.
if it's worth. You gotta wonder if it's worth getting at least 1 dwarf just to make bottle pus, considering that there's going to be all these melee flanks going around. I guess they both decided against it.
Yeah, I can totally see that. It's a very interesting mechanic you could include in your strategy, but it's also kind of complicates your strategy a little bit. And when you bottle pus, you're relying on, like, of it to effectively go off, you have even less of a chance of it working, rather than, I mean, it's completely based on the RNG of the pus. The bottle can't set it off, you know?
Yeah.
But still, pretty good point, man.
Minute before the game starts for me.
Yeah, I'm at a minute now, so let me just put it on double for a second. Kick it off, and now I'm at the 50. But, I mean, we could even speed this up to cut through the PT. There's not a lot of PT chat. I mean,
Yeah, let's just go to 0.
it's hard to believe they're not using voice chat, but maybe they're not, and everything's just really tense between the teams. I mean, it's 6-on-7, but I'm gonna go from, I'm at 30 now, I'm going down to 0.
I'm waiting at 0
Yeah.
for you.
Game
Good.
on.
Game on, man. Alright, so we got Tirri, Migraine, Arzenic, and Limp on the war packs for NP, Gekko, and
Flag captured.
or XL on the souls for MP.
We got HMP on a war pack. We got JKG on a war pack.
Flag
We got Doc on
captured.
a war pack.
Flag
We got Dantski on the
captured.
soulless. Cruniac on the soulless.
Flag captured.
And Eastwind
Flag
us.
captured.
And a warrior pack north.
Flag
Or should I
captured.
say east?
Flag
Northeast. Let's just go with
captured.
that.
Yeah,
Flag
TMNT,
captured.
they're spreading out. all over the map, whereas MP sending most of their units mid. They have a small
Flag captured.
warpath
Flag captured.
south in control by Migraine,
Flag captured.
along with Tirri moving his units towards the south.
Flag
But
captured. Flag captured.
well, looks like Limp is making his way north now, but actually opting to go back mid. So we'll have
Flag
to see
captured.
how long it takes for them to have vision on Eastwind's units. TMNT gonna take control of
Flag
mid-flag
captured.
here. Now there's 25
Flag
flags on the map.
captured.
So
Flag
it leads to
captured.
quite an interesting situation where there's many
Flag
different
captured.
points on the map to control the ability to contest. Put the
Flag
game
captured.
into overtime.
Yep.
Until
Lots of sudden death in this one.
Yeah. See, it's tough to go through these and already know the results, so I've like stopped looking at the Discord
Flag
chat for now.
captured.
I'm not sure if there is a Twitch chat. I can actually go check. That could be.
So Dantski claiming that Big Hill,
Oh yeah, we got 5
mid-ish.
meters on here. Dantski, yeah. Yo, taking over
Flag
that middle. Continue,
captured.
I'm sorry, bro. He's able to snipe some of Excel's souls right there.
Flag lost.
South is going to be pushing. Tirri and Migraine are going to have the advantage over HMP.
Flag
They're
captured.
going to push that in a little
Flag
bit.
captured.
They're also going to tag Extreme Southwest.
And
Flag
it looks like
contested.
ours,
Flag contested.
as well
Flag
as Limp,
captured.
moving out to deal
Flag
with
captured.
Eastwind's units.
A lot of stuff mid for TMNT, especially the Souls and GKG. Looks like Dantski's going to try and climb over this one. Felt like Rabican and Gekko could have fought that because it's 6 versus 6 and they have an advantage of more hands. But they decide to give that hill up.
Yeah,
Flag
they're opting
lost.
to save their units here. I mean, Excel's souls did
Flag
go down
captured.
earlier. So losing
Flag
more souls
captured.
here would not be that good. Gekko doing what he can to not take any losses here. Oh, and at the same time, they do have a white sunk. Could be some bait. But Dantski, he's an intelligent player. We'll have to see if he avoids that area.
Oh yeah, I
Might
forgot
have
about that
already
white.
Flag
Flag
lost.
That means like they have 2 less pus now.
Flag
Yeah.
captured. Flag
NP
captured.
gonna take over the flag. lead.
Flag
They're still
lost.
down a very small percentage.
Now HMP pushing back because Tirri went mid, leaving Migraine in the south.
Flag
Yeah,
captured.
he's looking to make a move and pinch north.
Flag contested. Flag
Tirri
captured.
instructing Migraine to run and stall.
Flag contested. Flag
North is
lost.
going to retreat for TMNT
Flag
because they see they're getting
captured.
surrounded.
Flag captured. Flag
So
contested.
GKG turns to face Tirri with Dantski, and
Flag
then
lost.
Doc and Cruniac move to
Flag
face
lost.
Arzenic and Limp. And they're poking them out a little bit because they have the Solus.
Gekko's flanking a bit from the top.
Flag captured.
He is loaded up with 2 pus goals. We'll have to see how he deploys them. And Doc
Flag
as well
contested.
as Eastwind
Flag
moving
contested.
in to be very aggressive here. They continue to push Limp and Ars.
Flag lost. Flag captured.
HMP now getting pushed by Zell and Migraine.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
And NP's flag lead is growing.
Flag captured.
About 5 minutes 40 seconds remaining.
Flag captured.
Now, what they don't have is a lot of units in the northwest or mid, because all of their stuff is now
Flag
southeast.
captured.
You got Gekko in the northwest
Flag
with like
lost.
5 units.
Flag contested.
TMNT is separated into maybe like 3 clusters, whereas
Flag
NP have
captured.
1 giant cluster and 1 smaller cluster.
Flag lost. Flag captured. 5
HMP
minutes
trying
remaining.
to get out, NP's probably trying to pinch him.
Flag contested. Flag lost.
Yeah, they're gonna
Flag
go for that
lost.
pinch in the south.
Flag captured.
He's spread
Flag
enough so
lost.
that they're not going to waste pus on him, and also I wonder if
Flag
it's worth spending
captured.
pus on Stygian Knights.
Probably not.
Flag lost.
I mean,
Ooh,
the
Zell
key
with the
here would
misclick.
be to
Flag
take him
captured.
out with as little pus as
Flag
possible.
lost.
Zell just used one. Must have been a misclick, because they took out 1 warrior from that.
Flag lost. Flag lost.
HMP going to lose 4
Flag
units
contested.
total, I think.
Flag
that.
lost. Flag contested. Flag contested. Flag
Gekko in the
lost.
north. Journeyman
Flag
against
contested.
a Stygian Knight.
Flag
Doc
captured.
is heading up there to intercept
Flag
him.
captured. Flag
Just pushing the hell
lost.
out until he gets there.
Flag contested. Flag captured.
Gekko using the souls
Flag
to delay
captured.
the attack speed.
Flag
and
contested.
The attack animation
Flag
of
lost.
GKG's Stygian
Flag
Knight.
lost. Flag contested.
Now
Flag
TMNT has the
contested.
flag lead.
Flag
Yeah,
lost.
they've taken it back.
Flag
And it's going to
captured.
grow, because they don't... NP has nothing on the west side.
Flag lost.
Everything is south, essentially, besides Gekko.
Flag lost.
Everything's south or southeast.
Flag contested. Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag lost. Flag captured.
GKG
Flag
tagging northwest.
contested. Flag captured.
Dantski chilling mid with some
Flag
Solus looking
lost.
over that flag.
Flag
Or
contested.
2 flags.
Flag lost. Flag contested. Flag lost. Flag contested. Flag captured.
And some counter pus by Tirri.
Flag captured. Flag lost. Flag captured.
Cruniac
Get
pus
rid
now?
of, yeah, one of Cruniac's pus.
Flag
About
contested.
5 warriors they're going to get from that.
Flag lost.
East Wind and Cruniac dropping the pus there.
Flag lost. Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag captured. Flag
Tirri taking
contested.
some losses, but he's
Flag
able to,
lost.
keep his Stygians fairly healthy, move them
Zell
Flag
throwing out a
captured.
pus. It dudded,
Flag
and it's going to be
captured.
picked up by Eastwind.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag lost. Flag contested. Flag lost. Flag captured.
Yeah, Tirri's
Flag
definitely going to have to get
contested.
out. They have
Flag lost.
Solus and
Flag contested.
2 pus on him.
Flag
3 plus,
captured.
actually.
Flag captured. Flag contested.
Bit of a fight going down between Migraine and GKG.
1 minute remaining. Flag lost. Flag
Migraine
lost.
losing quite a number of units
Flag
there.
captured.
He's been able to keep 2 of his warriors alive.
Flag
And his
contested.
goal.
Flag lost. Flag contested.
Gekko has a lot of stuff
Flag
spread out in
captured.
northwest, but it's so spread
Flag
that he's not
contested.
going to be able to keep that north flag,
Flag captured.
if Doc
Flag
does
lost.
decide to claim it.
Flag contested. 30 seconds
Now, Migraine could
remaining.
have won this micro
Flag
right
captured.
here. I guess you
Flag
didn't see the health
contested.
of the units, or just didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, probably.
Flag
Same
contested.
time, Tirri trying
Flag
to defend
lost.
this southeast flag,
Flag captured.
from HMP
Flag
and
contested.
Eastman at the same time.
Flag
Mid is being
captured.
fought
Sudden
over
death.
between
Flag
Dantski
lost.
and Limp. And yeah,
Sudden
sudden death kicking off now.
Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag
Zell does not
lost.
see this
Flag
goal by
contested.
GKG in the southwest, which
Flag
is going to give them
captured.
some time.
Flag lost.
That it is. It also looks like it's holding pus.
Flag lost.
So, I mean,
Flag lost. Flag captured. Flag contested.
they might want to
Flag
try and make
contested.
that goal auto.
Flag captured.
Goal going down in the
Flag
southeast.
contested.
4 flags
Flag
being contested
captured.
at this time.
Flag
He's
Yeah, Zell
contested.
goes for that goal.
Flag lost. Flag
Paul
captured.
attacks that southwest goal
Flag
and
contested.
it uses the pus, and they both
Flag
die. And
lost.
now that flag is
Flag lost.
uncontested.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag contested.
Got some soulless southwest.
Looks like
Wonder
MP's
what-
going to pick up that uncontested
Flag
flag.
lost. Flag lost.
Oh, Mike
Flag
going down
captured.
here.
Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag lost. Flag contested.
Doc will be able to take
Flag
the very
lost.
northern flag.
Flag
Now,
contested.
if you look at the percentages,
Flag
it's actually
contested.
a decent amount. You got like 45 to
Flag
40,
contested.
which I don't know.
Flag
For a
captured.
lot of games, you usually find only like maybe 20%
Flag
left at the end
captured.
of like 14 minutes in a
Flag
territories game.
contested.
But, we have a sizable amount of the
Flag
army still
lost.
left, although they're pretty scattered, moving around.
Flag
I mean, they're all
contested.
playing very conservatively,
Yeah.
but they're pretty well aware that,
Flag captured.
this is a game of positioning and
Flag
sustaining
lost.
your units on the map. Once they're off the map, they can't help you get more flags or contest the
Flag
game, so
captured. Flag contested.
TMNT now has about a 10%
Flag
advantage.
lost.
You got Dantski with some soulless, 6 soulless. East
Flag
of mid,
lost.
Limp is going to claim
Flag
that flag
captured.
for Stygian. I wonder if they're going to try
Flag
and
contested.
stab him with 6 soulless.
Flag
ours is
captured.
Gonna go to plus 2
Flag
pretty
contested.
healthy Stygian knights.
Flag captured.
Flags 11 or
Flag
12
lost.
to 12.
Flag
But
lost.
TMNT,
Flag captured.
they have a
Flag
7%
contested.
lead.
Flag contested. Flag
Gekko using
contested.
that white.
Flag
the north flag.
lost. Flag
Is Doc
captured.
going to go in to hit it? Yes, he will.
Flag contested.
And he's going to
Flag
take out
lost.
NT's warrior with that.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag lost.
Rabican chasing Doc.
Flag lost. Flag lost.
We'll get that
Flag
northwest flag.
contested.
Gekko
Flag
taking,
contested. Flag captured. Flag
able to take
captured.
out Doc's 2 Stygian knights here, but boy, did they put up a fight.
Flag contested.
Able to take down a unit there. Cruniac moving in on
Flag
this
lost.
flag. Gekko looking to keep it defended.
Flag lost.
So
Flag
Yeah, as the
lost.
percentages,
Flag
As the percentages
contested.
get lower, the difference
Flag
is
lost.
more important. So now we
Flag
see
contested.
a lot of the flags under
Flag
TMNT
captured.
control just because those
Flag
extra few
contested.
units make so much more of a
Flag
difference.
lost.
Yep.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag contested.
Migraine contesting the southwest, which is keeping them alive.
Some
And-
souls of Cruniac, Malang, Stygian
Flag
Knight to
captured.
death.
Flag lost. Flag lost. Flag captured.
And that's it. Migraine could not
Flag
keep that flag
lost.
contested with that goal. And we have
Game
30%
over.
to 11%. Brilliant
Yep.
play.
54 kills to 38. 48 losses to 61. Interesting. So a pretty long sudden death there. It was a 12-minute territories game. And it says the flags were captured for what? 19 minutes, 55 seconds.
That's a long game.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought sudden death was only 4 minutes long, but it almost sounds like it was 7 or 8 minutes long.
I wonder if it's longer than the other NP TMNT match with the Stone Tro and the Soulless.
It'd be interesting to look into that.
I think that one was longer just because they could just stand there.
Some quick info from the results could help us out with that. I mean, when I checked the game earlier, definitely seemed to be 4-minute, 30-second game. See, they played in DE2. TMNT winning 3-2 there. And which map was that? Was it Care? No. Yeah, actually. I know, Poison Holiday. It was a game 5 of best of 5. Says it's a game that lasted for 25 minutes with a 12-minute time limit. 25 minutes, wow. Okay, and in comparison, what was that? Oh yeah, DE Tirri's. DE Tirri's a 20-minute game at 12-minute time limit. So what? They had like a 15-minute contest in that other game. This one, or I don't know. I guess it's always a 3:30 planning time to take into account. So yeah, about maybe a 12-minute contest. I don't know. Still crazy. Plenty of long, well-played, contested games this Myth World Cup. So let's move into Game 3.
Indeed.
It's all tied up. The GGs come out only on NP side. Well noted. Alrighty, so we got territories, mixed blessings, Tro. It is territories again, I believe. Surprised they did it back-to-back Terries.
Yeah.
With all the complaints about maps, why isn't this something that they allowed to occur? I don't know. Zach's gonna hear it from me too. No, but really. It's a 6-vs. 7 match.
I'm waiting at 1 minute if you want to skip to that.
I'm waiting at 0.
Okay. All right. So
Game
they pretty much went for the same trades here. They didn't get. Actually,
Flag
NP has
captured.
2 more locks,
Flag
which
captured.
GKG did not get any of. I almost prefer no locks here just
Flag
because there's so many
captured.
fetch and Tro to block those shots. NP has a massive spider pack, as does TMNT. They both have Stygians, Zerks,
Flag
and 3 Tro,
captured.
of course.
I mean, TMNT also down a player, so they have less people able to manage
Right.
those warlocks. And at the same time, like when you respect your
Flag
opponents,
captured.
expect them to be able to block those warlock shots. You're far less likely to
Flag
take the warlocks.
captured.
Whereas if you feel like someone's gonna be unprepared, you have all the more advantage to be able to
Flag captured.
try to sneak in some kind of surprise flanking shot with the warlock. But anyway, what do we got for units here, bro? Small spider pack controlled by HMP compared to a large spider pack controlled by Limp in the south. But HMP controls a number of Zerks. For the Tro matchup, we got Tirri versus GKG. And in the mid, Arzenic for fetch to Cruniac's for fetch. Dantski, he has 2 himself. I mean, he's more looking to match up with Excel, but it looks like he's gonna move in on as Arzenic. Gekko also in the mid with 4, and Doc gonna control the 2 other fetch for TMNT. A very interesting distribution of the fetch there.
Eastwind's going to have to face off against Zell's
Flag lost.
flank northeast. But
Flag lost.
he doesn't have any artillery to back him up, where Zell has a warlock. He does have spiders, though.
I mean, he could block, yeah, but it might not be worth trying to make that trade so early in the game. It is his territory. The last one came down to sudden death. Let's see if this one does, as Dantski already taking some damage to his fetch. Looks like 1 hit will take it out, and I don't believe they're ready to build on
Flag captured.
So it looks like the 4-2-2 split of the fetch has not worked out in TMNT's favor, as they're losing control of the mid. However, they are beginning to push in the south. Migraine's warlock going into action. Got a battle here. Tirri's Tro gonna get pushed back by Tro.
Ooh, taking some damage.
Tro getting locked up again. By
Taking some damage.
Flag lost.
I'm gonna turn the sound volume in the game down. I can barely hear you. Tirri's Tro gonna go down there. And Arzenic getting the pressure.
One of Cruniac's Stygian is just going at Tirri. I don't think he sees it. He's just blocked by his own units and that one Stygian, so
The Tro
pretty
is gonna get
ingenuous.
stoned.
Flag
Arzenic took out a fetch there. Tirri doing what he can to win this melee. Migraine running to help, but NP down in fetch. And it looks like they were
NP
flagged.
has 6 flags.
And it looks like TMNT has tunneled into that fight in the north and lost control of the flag in the south. Getting flagged
That game was
out.
over before
Doc
it
in
started. I mean,
position
it's
to
just so
take.
fast.
Yeah, Doc could have contested that mid flag. I mean, MP down heavily in Tro right there. I mean, 2 remaining, pretty close to getting stoned, but 1 in pretty good health, 9% remaining. I mean, Gekko putting up some major damage compared to the other players, as well as GKG. Arzenic and Cruniac coming up big. So we got the Fetchers and the Trower. Tirri hurting with the 16 damage with this 3 Tro right there. But His troll kept getting like dusted on this map and trapped.
Yeah.
So
That one Stygian just really boxed him in.
yeah. Where was that final like flag captured? Was it in the south? Yeah, it looks like it was in the southwest. Limp taking the tag. It looks like he had bamboozled HMP's two spiders down there and perhaps rotated them off the flag. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but yeah, so it's now 2-1 in MP's favor. They're able to out-strategize TMNT. Oof, Eastwind and Cruniac's ratio's hurting there. But, I mean, I do wonder if those units lost end up adding to the lack of control. But 45 damage from Cruniac. He only gets 3 kills. I mean, he did quite a bit of work there. It's kind of surprising how he doesn't get damage back. Like, was he also damaging Tirri's Tro? Had he sent his melee into that?
He was.
Oh. Helping dismember the finished Tirri. Alright, so 2-1 MP. Let's go into game 3.
Game 4, right?
Adren chiming in. Will he be the next observer to be booted? What did you say?
Well, this is game 4, right?
Mixed Blessings was game 3. Game 4
Yeah,
is
so
CTF,
game 4 is
Lichen unto death.
I've heard varying things. Is it Lichen, Lichen? I don't know. I just call it Lichen.
I totally adapt to whoever I'm talking to. So I don't know. Sometimes I say Lichen. Sometimes I say Lichen. I feel like I'm saying Lichen more often. Due to its phonetics, like sounding like a hero in Dota. And you can have fun with it. Been liking unto death for years. Let's see who grabs a gen here. So it's the light version, CTF. I'm gonna jump right in, bro.
No reinforcements. Yeah, I'm waiting at 0. Yep. So we have Gekko for NP doing the general, and we have Dantski doing the general for TMNT. Cruniac, Doc, HMP, and Dantski with dwarfs for TMNT. We have Limp, Gekko, and Zell with the dwarves for NP. So a 3-way split as opposed to 4 people having dwarves on TMNT. Other than that, the trades are pretty much similar. We got like 5 or 6 thrall for the home flag. Max stuffs, probably max pus or max goals.
Best
And
I
then
can.
the rest goes into warriors. So no team got bowmen or archers, which kind of makes sense if you're playing for a, if you're playing for a quicker kind of push strategy.
Yeah. It looks like both teams look to be aggressive here.
It's a large map too, so if
MP choosing to pick up bottles, by the way. TMNT not doing that. So we'll have to see if that mechanic comes into play. I know you mentioned it perhaps 2 games ago.
Yeah, for Drowned Empire.
How far in are you?
Tell me where you're at, and I'll catch up to you.
10:05.
Okay.
So NP looking to push through the north. TMNT moving up there as Dantski has scouted out their positioning, but also they're pushing down in the south. Tirri's positioned in the
Yeah.
mid, Arzenic a little farther south.
Yeah, Arzenic's going to back off from East Wind. They have... Yeah, Arzenic has less warriors, so he's just going to go back. HMP going to move a bit more mid to face off against Tirri, but those two dwarfs from Gekko are probably going to be a threat with the general right there.
And Dantski looking to take some shots with his general. And it looks like Gekko's gonna get to work as well.
It's the water. Decides it's not worth his time to take more shots. Both teams, understandably, trying to play it slow and not letting anyone past, because it's more rushy than when you have archers.
Yeah, they've made a nice diagonal line across the map from the northwest to the southeast.
Tirri typing in chat, relax, slowly, we got more players too.
How far ahead are you?
At 8 minutes.
Oh, interesting. I can't see his game chat. Okay.
Migraine finding an opening in the center. Gekko going to take a shot.
Flag.
Land, injures HMP slightly. Tirri coming up behind Eastwind. He's going to fall back.
One of Excel's warriors gonna go down. He had wanted to move his dwarves in to maybe sacrifice his warrior for
He's
2.
causing trouble at the flag just for Cruniac. Ooh. Cruniac's dwarf is red.
2 positions.
Wonder
at
if that was
once.
a fuss.
Cruniac's drop is red. I don't
Yeah,
see this.
home base. Meanwhile, the general decides for TMNT to go up north and harass Zell. Dantski can't get a shot off. Zell decides to retreat. Ooh, close one,
Yeah.
but does not land. Very lucky.
Is it luck? Does luck even exist?
Is it a thing?
I
Well,
don't think so. It's a figment of feeble human mind's imagination. But they
Dantski
make
gonna come back towards mid.
Cruniac's moving in on Rab's
I'm
dwarf
behind
here.
that.
You see this?
Where?
Both of Cruniac's goals gonna turn red here. Don't have pus. Rab's actually able to take them out.
Cruniac decides against pushing into that.
And Dantski, he's hesitating to use his general here.
Yeah, Tirri coming up with some pus. Nope, retreats. Got a flank from Zell now from the north, which is coming down to the flag uncontested because Dantski turned to come mid. I feel like someone else might have wanted to go face Zell. That's probably what Dak's doing.
Hey, it looks like he's been scouted out by Cruniac now.
Yeah. Dak decides to retreat to flag.
Ooh.
Dantski
A
takes
nice
a shot.
shot by Dantski, but it
Ooh.
does. And
It bounces.
Rab's gonna survive, however, Tirri's goal will not. The battle in the south is firing off as well.
See, that's luck. That's that bounce. That was a lucky
Is that
bounce
luck?
for
I
Rab.
don't know. It's more like a game mechanic.
Which is dependent.
If luck
on luck.
existed, then Yes. I suppose it could be luck.
Let's just say he spun the wheel and it did not land on a direct hit. It landed on a bounce.
Yeah.
Cruniac taking out 2+ goals. Loses a warrior with that, but I believe those were Zell's, if I'm not mistaken, or Tirri's.
Yeah, his dwarf is plus right now. Giving Excel's, he's got some time to move up on Cruniac's dwarf, but does he see Cruniac's second dwarf up on the hill?
He's gonna get away, I think.
Looks like Doc's goals moving into position to contest Excel a little.
Eastwind pushing on Arzenic, southeast.
Tirri almost taking a shot from Dantski's general here.
Ours has no pus, but Eastwind does. They have a major advantage southeast. Either they gotta kill that super quick or just go to the flag, because that's a large portion of their force.
And they have a 5% advantage and plus how long can Arzenic bait Eastwind to waste his time? As it looks like Limp's retreating as well as Migraine. So he essentially needs to buy some time for his teammates there. What happened to Excel though? He's just backed off. He's heading towards the mid.
I guess he decided he couldn't push up that giant hill.
Yeah, it's a wise choice to reconsider and try to pinch this mid. But it's all fast moving units. I mean, there's no archers or thrall to overrun here.
Yeah,
Except-
Migraine adjusting to Eastwind, but Eastwind can't seem to figure out what to do. He's trying to get to Arzenic, but he's being harassed by multiple goals and the threat of being pushed, so he's just moving around, trying to
I mean,
make a play.
it becomes a mind game, bro, where
Yeah.
how much attention was he paying to Arzenic, and now Limp also has his goal in position.
Ooh, what happened to that goal? Completely missed that. I guess
Yeah, I
he
don't
used
know.
one of his pus and...
Looks
Oh
like
no, it
Zell's
was an
gonna get
enemy
pussed.
pus.
Or Migraine.
Okay, so an enemy pussed Eastwind. Eastwind pusses Migraine back. He does not have the advantage. He's going to run away. Eastwind losing out in that exchange. Meanwhile, GKG has made a break for it from mid, moving to their flag along with Dantski and HMP, but that has allowed Tirri to slip through and has also allowed Zell to slip through. Ooh, Doc's bottle bounces on one of Zell's
Ooh.
dwarfs. He just stands there because he knows it's over. Another bottle bounces on Cruniac. A lot of bounces.
1 minute
Oh, yeah.
remaining.
I'm just sitting there in disbelief. It's like, really, of all times,
Now,
the luck bug has struck me out.
Cruniac hands his other dwarf back to Dak because he understands that
Flag.
sometimes you just need another friend to help you. Ooh, Pus gonna take
Flag
Dak out
contested.
from Tirri.
Tirri says no
Is
friends
that-
allowed. He's going to continue the pressure on Cruniac's stuff. It's going to go down.
30 seconds remaining.
And Rabican moving his
Flag
dwarf in
contested.
as well as Tirri and Excel. Meanwhile, GKG making a push up against
Flag
Limp and
contested.
Gekko. Doing what he can to try to push that flag. But TMNT, they're down 20%. Looks like they're going to lose this flag in the southwest. Well, they have enough units to defend the northeast.
7 down.
And with the Malay advantage,
Flag
Doc is going to
lost.
walk off the southwest.
With a little more time, they could have gotten northeast because you do have HMP coming in. Unfortunately, I think it was just well defended by NP, and that Duff was slowed down enough so that didn't have the time to get to their flag, and instead Zell manages to dwarf down TMNT with Tirri coming in with the good puss.
Yeah, it's all over there. They just didn't have enough other units able to be in position to contest that flag as well. Taking quite a number of losses there. That's one aspect of Lycan or Lichen. Like there's just not enough units on the map where they're valued even more, whereas other maps sometimes there's over 100 units available, more than 4+ available. Very fickle map. Anyway, everyone on NP getting at least 5 kills there, and TMNT not doing so well.
Game over.
Losing that BC fight, so NP, it's up 3-2. Next up is game 5. Flag rally on shuffle off this mortal coil.
This is one of my favorite maps.
What do you like about it? I just kicked on the game, by the way. Just hopping in now. But what do you like about Shuffle Flag Rally?
It's quick. The units are powerful. I just enjoy fetch and mercs. And then you add locks to the mix and archers. It's another layer. Granted, most teams aren't going to get archers for like flag rally just because, you know, you can be better off with some fetch and fast moving units. But I like the unit set.
Yeah, man, I'm a fan of the unit set on this map as well. Flag Rally is an interesting dynamic.
Yes, it is. Would you, you know, again, just like the, I'm not sure if it's Mixed Blessings or John Empire, like, are you really going to invest in artillery here, or are you just going to get these fast-moving units and overrun the enemy?
Game
Chances are
Flag
you do
captured.
need a balance of locks
Flag
and
captured.
fetch, because mercs are resistant to lightning. Also, fetch cap out at 6, I believe, or they cap out at 4.
6.
6.
And essentially, like, when you're choosing that artillery, you don't want light artillery like archers or something like that. You want fetch at the very least, and
Yeah.
as we can see by the trades here, quite a number of warlocks. My game's already kicked off. I'm at 11:20. Both teams
Yeah,
look
me
like they
too.
maxed warlocks here. Now, when you said capped out, did you mean the trading value or the unit trade value?
No, I mean like the max amount of fetch you can get.
Oh, here it's 4.
Flag captured.
Warlocks, it's 6, I believe. At least it looks that way from the trades, as both teams opted for 6 there. I thought you meant trading value. But regardless, TMNT gonna take an early flag lead here. Now,
Flag
one thing
captured.
about GKG is he's a rather tenacious player, where even being down 3-1,
Flag captured.
he has episodes of being
captured.
clutch. So we'll have
Yep,
to see if they're able to bounce back here. I mean, NP
What is
able to steal
noteworthy-
away the flag lead there.
What is noteworthy is that Kirk is playing in this game, and Asmo is playing for NP. So Asmo made it back in time for the finals. He's probably happy about that, and Kirk's probably happy to be playing in the finals again to get a chance at another Myth World Cup ring for bragging rights.
An 8 versus 7.
An 8 versus 7, and this eases the number disadvantage a little bit, I will say.
Does allow for some more micromanagement on the map. That is for sure. TMNT gonna push through mid here. NP's in position to defend it. Rab
Eastwind and
able to take
HMP
the
in the
very
south
northern
looking
flag.
to rush these three warlocks, Zell and Gekko. Will he be able to hold them off?
Taking down a mark there. Gekko's gonna
Flag
lose his
captured.
maul, and NP's gonna give up that flag.
Looks like 3 is the home base, but they also have 2 idle locks on flag 3, and they have a warlock from HMP coming in, but they've already decided to go in and try to rush or push them off flag 2.
TMNT pushing up through the mid as well.
And they have secured flag 2, so they don't need to push that anymore, it looks like.
And no need to defend it. One of Arzenic's fetch almost going down there. Pretty good micro by Dantski. But not enough to seal the deal. Where are you watching right now? It's kind of a boring like Warlock battle south where you get a lot of action in the middle.
Yeah, I can't keep up with what's going on in the middle. There's a lot of stuff going on.
NP 2 flags away from winning. 1 flag away from the victory imminent. But
Gekko
are they
getting-
in position to get another? Looks like they're going for 3. But Rabican doesn't have enough units to take it.
Gekko good at getting some nice shots at Cruniac. Unfortunately, they're zapped away. Almost had him.
Tirri's moving in for flag 7. The western mid flag. Arzenic's fetch, you're so close to being wiped out. Still pretty close in percent.
They're going to try and pinch Zell. We got Cruniac coming in and Eastwind pushing on him. Asmo types in Carousel in chat.
He is surrounded, but I mean, Asmo is in position to assist. Honestly.
Percentages are sort of
Zell
equal.
is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, but he defends himself pretty well, albeit Cruniac's fetch in position to push these warlocks. Asmo sacrificing his mercs. To get off some shots. Able to be contested by that maul. Where's HMP?
Up in the northwest, pushing on Tirri.
Zell's gonna keep his warlock alive. But a lot of melee gonna go down there.
Yeah,
Oh.
HMP is gonna get him. Looks like
Crazy
or
Mark
no.
taking Tirri out. But he takes the
Yep.
Warlock out.
5 minutes remaining.
NP is still with the 10% advantage.
Interesting. I'm rather surprised. They still have all 4 of their fetch though. Migraine's 2 Warlocks are getting pushed by Dantski, and they're not really spread out. They're in a position where if either of them took a shot, it could potentially backfire and take out one of his own Warlocks.
Yeah, I don't see things going well for Gekko and Asmo in the Southwest, simply because I think Cruniac's going to send out Mercs ahead and wait for the fetch to catch up. He does a great job of blocking those lock shots. Yeah, this is why you want a seasoned fetcher in your team, just because you want to know that if you have 2 separate players on the opposing team handling melee and locks and waiting for the right moment to get a lock shot, and you don't want to lose those 2 or 3 fetch. You want to have a guy who has patience to use only 1 fetch shot at a time. Yak wiping up.
I agree.
Asmo, Gekko.
But it's also not that complicated where you can't learn to do that if you know you're going to be put in that position.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
these players, a lot of them don't even need that aspect because they've played for so long. They've seen it time and time again. And that's like an old thing, is that fetch easily counter Warlocks. But you can fuck it up pretty badly too.
Yeah, you can fuck up
If
very
you're just
badly.
like wasting your shot. I mean, a well-timed Warlock shot has knocked out quite a bit of fetch this year.
1 misclick where you have both of your fetch hitting at the same time, and that's game over. Asmo typing in chat that their fetch south just get pushing us and no one came. Now Limp gonna try and rush Eastwind.
Flag.
Cruniac coming back to assist. He's probably gonna back off of that, gonna lose a Merc in the process. NP now down 10%. I guess those south losses affected them, and I guess they lost some stuff mid too.
Just a slow grind, man. Arzenic's fetch still hanging in there, but very low health. While TMNT still pretty healthy.
Kirk getting his own units. Taking the rust off. Thankfully, it's not going to make that much of a difference.
He's able to defend his remaining Warlock, however.
Cruniac losing a fetch to Crazy Zerk.
Warlock as well.
Flag captured.
But TMNT gonna take that flag. They're gonna take that lead with about 40 seconds remaining. NP down 13%.
30 seconds remaining.
And at the same time, Tirri takes flag 7.
Victory imminent.
A mere 10 seconds away from getting victory imminent.
He types in, could have taken the tower minutes ago.
Very, very true. Unfortunately, it did not happen. And
Game
at the
over.
same time, I mean, it makes a match even better and all the more interesting as TMNT, they're gonna come back there. They're saying, no, we're not going into sudden death yet, if at all. And it's 3-2 in TMNT's lead. Dantski and Eastwind coming up big in damage for their team. What units was Eastwind using? Just Warlocks and Melee?
I actually don't remember. I think he had locks and melee. Yeah, because Cruniac and Dantski had the fetch.
Interesting, yeah. And they both came up with the most kills in that aspect. Aside from Tirri getting quite a number of kills as well. But yeah,
Wait, what's the next
I
one?
mean, TMNT had that good joint push from the south and the mid, able to take game 5. I am not sure. Let's see.
Desert, I believe. Yeah, it's king of the map on desert.
Alrighty, king of the map on desert. Hopping in now. Looks like Asmodian's taking over as the captain. Perhaps Tirri feeling some regret about not taking that flag on flag rally. Willing to concede the captain's seat. So we'll have to see what Asmodian's got. And also what Tirri's got transitioning to a more player role.
So I've skipped all the way to 0.
Alright.
GKG going with his going with more Thrall.
Game on.
NP getting some Thrall too, but not nearly as much.
Flag
I think
captured. Flag
I
captured.
think they have like 10
Flag
more
captured.
or something of the sort.
Flag
Or maybe I'm just
captured.
hallucinating.
Flag captured.
Yeah, they do have pretty much a mirrored amount of units. And they're also mirroring the strategy.
Flag captured.
Now, NP getting a late tag there. So even though the flags are 3-3, they're down a minute in time. We'll have to see what they can do to pressure the enemy flags while keeping theirs defended. We got Croc on a goal pack in the south. Very interesting. But TMNT not sending any Thrall to the south.
Flag contested.
While NP has opted to. However, we only have Migraine against 2 Thrall packs middle with Cruniac and Dantski. And now, in the north, we got Doc versus Rabican.
NP with the much bigger south, they should be looking to push that. Croc snagging or Limp snagging some time in the southwest off of their flag. Looks like Dantski's pushing in mid with Cruniac trying to get a puss off on Migraine's solo dwarf in the middle, because if they get that one, then they can really push in hard.
I mean, that seems to be the trade here, where they have the advantage in the middle, TMNT does, so they could just easily
Flag
get time
captured.
there. They could probably leave south in check until Excel chooses to push with his thrall. We'll have to
Croc gonna follow Limp's goals. Just let them auto follow so he doesn't have to worry about it and focus somewhere else.
try and harass with that goal, yeah. Unless Rabican can take it out right here, which it doesn't look like he'll be in range to do so. Croc is going to be able to harass that flag. TMNT also already harassing NP's middle flag.
Flag contested.
Doc's gonna slip a goal in the northeast. He's probably gonna go around to the NP flag and just dance around for a while and keep that thrall
Flag
occupied.
contested.
And MP completely adjusting here. They're going to rotate to the middle with their
Flag
warriors.
contested. Flag
East Wind
contested.
and HMP thinking about pushing Excel now,
Flag contested.
causing Arzenic to return. But quite a number of rotations with the warriors here.
Asmodian
Limp
northwest.
dropping a pus.
Ooh, Puss is Doc. Gets a Puss off.
Flag contested.
Snags the dwarf.
Oh, Asmo doing it. Very nice.
Flag
Although they're...
contested.
The
Flag
goals don't really have an
contested.
advantage being able to contest that
Flag
flag. But
contested.
Yeah.
Limp doing what he
GKG
can.
gonna adjust.
Finally getting pushed out by
Flag
Doc.
contested.
A little tag coming off in the middle. While Cruniac looking to kind of pressure mid, but he's severely outnumbered.
Arzenic
Looks
crossing in
like
the south.
Tirri moving up. Oh yeah, Arzenic and Zell.
5 minutes
HMP
remaining.
had rotated mid, he's going back south now. We'll have to see when NP begins to push mid, as their warriors are in position. And there is no warrior pack to account for GKG's warrior pack in the top. Rabican's dwarf close to going down. Will it survive? Almost. Asmodian dropping a
that's
pus there.
His dwarf shot blocked out his own team's Puss. I wonder if that might have been a turning point for that north trade.
It could have been, but perhaps in the southwest a turning point in regards to control of this flag. I mean, we're going to have 2 warrior packs against a thrall pack and a warrior pack.
First
Puss
uses his
going
Puss on
down.
Kirk's goal, which did not have Puss, leaving 3 Puss used on that dwarf now. They finally get it.
Flag contested.
Ours getting pussed as well, and it looks like Eastwood
4
will
pus.
go in for the ratios. Oh, he's backed off a little bit.
Ours still has another
one,
pus.
yeah. We'll see if and when he uses it to counter. But Kirk moving a pus of his own into position. And NP beginning their push on the north flag. A pus going down, taking out Rabican's dwarf.
Ours' Puss is getting low.
Flag contested.
Kirk
Flag
duds.
contested.
Goes to pick it up again. Ours lets him.
He wasn't really in position to block it. Only gets 2 of his warriors pus there, however. And he still has enough of his units in the fight.
Kirk using his goal pack to turn that melee fight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gekko's beginning to push mid.
Flag
Looks like
Zell doing well
NP
with
has
the
a
thrall.
melee advantage in that southern fight. We're gonna see if Dantski loses his dwarf here. He's able to defend it with his journeyman. A
At this
good thing
point,
he did, as Cruniac just lost his. We'll have to see how these Thrall are used by Exel in the south, as NP going to pull away with this melee. North, they just have a warrior advantage.
yeah, I was going to say or Arzenic should probably hand off one of their units to someone else because it's much easier to maneuver with like when you have all the melee. Because right now Kirk and HMP are picking off units one by one.
Or I don't know, I would put at least 2 together to deal with the gold pack. But I feel ours is looking to micro the enemy warrior pack. I mean, he's just gonna run off with his warrior now.
Yeah,
But
TMNT
NP was able to have a 5 flag advantage there for quite a while, with TMNT losing their northwest.
Yep.
We got 4 flags to 2 in NP's lead.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take this one because all TMNT has now are a couple of warriors in the northeast, but mostly just Thrall.
I mean, Dantski's dwarf goes down.
1 minute remaining. Flag contested.
TMNT looking to push in on the southeast flag. But yeah, they're down by about 1 minute 20 seconds or so. They've just caught up in flags.
Flag contested. Flag contested.
But now
30 seconds
NP
remaining.
in control of all 6 of the flags, or at least able to contest them. If even for a second, continuing with that lead. You are correct, Baz. They will pull away with that. So it's now 4-2 in favor of NP.
Flag contested.
As we're going to sudden
Flag
death here.
contested.
Arzenic capping off the damage at 27.
Gekko did really well to not use any units.
Yeah. I mean, people bring up ratios here and there, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty well established that it doesn't really mean much until you actually view what happened in the game itself, you know? Like, you
Yeah.
take Doc's ratios here, for example. What happened was he got pushed in the northwest, but he really, like, couldn't do much here without getting some support, and...
Yep. 100%.
Like, at the same time, you can't blame the loss here on him, even though, like, yeah, that flank got pushed over, but there could have been, like, an adjustment or some pus dudding that could have put him in a favor to maybe salvage that, but at the same time, you know, TMNT was looking to play for that southwest. They were looking to play for mid.
Kirk only with 11 damage, but he did really well on those goals.
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive goal pack. One of the players taking out most of the unit share for TMNT. Alrighty, bro, so game over. They ended the game with a 12% advantage that was in favor of NP. So we go to sudden death. And it looks like we got King of the Map on the Tang to start Manly has been chosen by TMNT as they had the first pick. Do you already have those films downloaded?
Yes,
or?
I do. This was played earlier in DE3, or I think it was DE3. I like this map. You don't see this often. You don't see 3 different giants on one map with like fetch and dwarven heroes and stuff. And I think it's an interesting pick. I'd like to think that GKG did strat for this in case it went to sudden death because he knew like he's going to get this pick. So Let's see what he pulls out.
Yeah,
On this
definitely.
map, some people usually don't go for the Merc Giants, but this is king of the map, so let's see.
It had practically become a meme.
Yeah.
Where, like, whether you get Merc Giants or not. Might be the first time you see Merc Giants used in Myth World Cup. I don't know if they've been used in the past, have they? Perhaps with the magic attack being taken out? I'm booting
Yeah,
them
at some
now.
point maybe.
Regardless, they clearly don't dominate here with the presence of a Forest Giant and a Tro. As well as, like, Fetch are pretty useful against them. Large amount of spiders. Let's see, we got a quick trade by NP. Asmo goes for no Merc G. And it seems TMNT has. So we'll have to see if the debate is finally settled. Merc G or no Merc G? What is the way to go
Place your
on
bets.
the Tane Manly?
GKG did go with, or both teams did go with 6 dwarfs. I think that's the maximum.
Probably.
They both get 5 fetch. Myrmidons for both of them, spiders for both of them, Zerks for both of them, a couple of thrall maybe for the home flag. NP does have more thrall. They probably have some more melee too, or more Zerks, because they have 1 less giant.
And for the Giants, we got GKG on the Forest Giant, Dantski on the Merc G, and Cruniac on the Tro. Meanwhile, Tirri has the Tro for NP, and
Flag
Rabican
captured.
on the FG.
Flag captured.
How many
Yeah, what's up
flags are on this
with
map?
your stream? Is it has only like
Whoops.
the names of players on them.
Good catch. Thank you. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1.
Game on.
Yeah, I just kicked off the game. Alright, we're at 9:35.
Flag captured.
I appreciate you noticing that. I turned that window off at the end of the best of 7. I'm at 9:20 right now. TMNT with a small lead. Both teams with 3 flags apiece. 5 on the midline to contest here.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
When you think about it, like being able to have 3 giants here, even if it is a Mark G, I notice it's hanging out with the Tro, but on
Yeah.
King of the Map, it's gonna give you some dominance over another flag, where
Flag.
Yeah.
you might see the Tro move to counter the Tro or the FG, and vice versa. But do those giants really move to try to counter the Merc
Flag
giant?
captured. Flag contested.
Well, this is king of the map, so yeah. I was gonna say that in Territories game, with
Flag
again the infinite contest where the Stone Tro was,
Captured.
in the DE rounds, what happened was NP just ran out of units. They had like more giants, but TMNT simply had more units, not necessarily giants, so they could like really spread and get all those flags when NP's points were locked up. So it was an advantage there, but here definitely for King of the Map, might be less of an advantage.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag lost.
Rab is moving to contest the southwest.
Flag lost. lost. Flag contested.
GKG in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, out of the mid flags, they fall in favor of TMNT 2-1.
Ooh, Kirk getting some good shots on Tirri. Did not see them coming up from the west side.
Lost.
And HMP suiciding some of his spiders.
Flag captured.
Ooh.
Flag
Dantski
lost.
able to take out a fetch of Arzenics.
Flag contested. Flag contested. Flag captured.
NP going to back off of that eastern hill.
Yeah, the dwarf's really dominating here with the range. Fetch definitely not a match at all.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag
Rabican
lost.
losing his spiders in the south.
Flag lost.
Where is this forest shrine gone? Oh, it's... Looks like it's coming to assist in the east here. But is it wise to push that? That is the question.
Flag
Tirri's Tro gonna
captured.
pick up flag in the west.
Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag contested.
And
Flag
Rabican
lost.
taking some serious damage from the forest giant. I mean, Dantski just keeping his Merc G in reserve. Very conservative use of the unit.
Yeah,
Now, where
NP's at a
did,
severe disadvantage here.
Where did NP get the unit advantage in? Did it become in like Myrmidons?
I think it was Zerks and yeah,
I mean,
Zerks.
Not Myrmidons. Myrmidons.
Myrmidons, yeah.
Shout out to Merc.
5 minutes remaining.
Who had played for TMNT earlier in the year. It seems
Flag
Kirk has
lost.
replaced him.
Yeah, and I believe Olympus is sitting this one out too.
No, Limp has 11%.
Flag lost. Flag captured. Flag captured. Flag captured.
Tirri's Tro taking some damage. He's gonna take out one of Kirk's dwarves. But his Zerks are about to get slapped away. Meanwhile,
He did take out he
above-
did take out 2 fetch before that, so he really got a good trade there.
Nice.
Flag lost.
His melee though is
But-
getting slapped away by the force giant.
Yeah, and Gekko's...
And
He will lose that fetch, so the
Flag
trade...
contested. Flag
Now it's in
captured.
TMNT's
Yeah.
favor.
Flag captured.
Dantski now using his Mark G to contest this southeast flag. But NP, even though they're down 20%, they control 5 more flags than TMNT. But with 3 minutes 30 seconds remaining, how long can they
Flag
contest those flags and
Flag
hold that
captured.
lead?
Flag.
They're about to
So,
lose the northwest, and it looks like
Flag
mid as
lost.
well.
I didn't see much of what the Merc G was doing, but right now it seems like he is just simply
Flag
contesting in the
contested.
southeast.
Yep.
He turns around to face those Thrall. I wonder if it's just because he's not paying attention. He does lose that Merc Giant in the southeast. Dantski.
Flag captured. Flag lost.
R.I.P.
Flag contested. Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag contested.
And now
Flag
NP only
lost.
down 5%.
Flag captured. Flag
Asmodian
contested.
rushing in to
Flag
try to support
captured.
his Thrall elite. They will get there in time.
Flag contested.
Be able to reposition that
Flag
melee.
lost. Flag
Doc
contested.
looking to push that mid flag nearby. Tirri unable to contest the mid flag. We got a lot of different.
Wow, I just saw a Merm not being completely destroyed by a Forest Giant slap in the west. He just got red.
Flag
I
contested.
didn't know that was possible.
I almost wonder if that led to Rab's hesitation
Flag
on that
lost.
next Merm kill.
Flag
And it looks
lost.
like he's gonna get bamboozled
Flag contested.
by GKG. His Forest
Flag
Giant
captured.
will go down.
Flag captured. Flag contested. Flag captured.
And it looks like TMNT will
Flag contested.
take back their
Flag
3
lost.
home flags.
Flag captured.
NP
Flag
running
lost.
out of units in the southeast.
Dantski
Asmo's
coming
Thrall Elite no longer around.
Flag contested. Flag contested.
Cruniac coming in to kick Limp.
Flag lost.
There's a mall that's just stuck in the map here. Or these neutral malls.
Flag contested. Flag captured.
Maybe the film's
Flag
broken.
contested. Flag
Hold on.
contested.
Southwest
Flag captured.
in control
Flag
by
lost.
TMNT. Tirri trying to
1
contest
minute
this
remaining.
flag a little bit.
Flag
The lead
contested.
slipping into TMNT's hands. They retain that 20% lead.
Flag captured.
Tirri's Tro gonna go down.
Flag contested.
And TMNT in control of
Flag
all 3 of the
contested.
mid flags.
Flag
Now
captured.
Limp has tagged the
Flag
mid flag.
lost. Flag
Still
contested.
TMNT quite a large
30
number of
seconds
flags. I don't think NP will have enough time to come
Flag
back.
captured.
Already about 2 minutes ahead.
Flag captured.
2 minutes behind, rather.
Flag contested. Flag lost. Flag contested.
And
Game over.
that is the first game of sudden death going in favor of TMNT. We see GKG coming up big here, 27 kills, 60 damage. Leading all of the other players in the game, Cruniac and Rabican doing pretty good as well. I mean,
Doc getting some big damage from the dwarfs because he set up on high ground.
yeah. And Dantski had like a dwarf hero and a Mark G, or maybe even 2 dwarf heroes. But able to put out a lot of damage and wipe quite a number of units off the map while keeping his alive. Now, you said that Mark Giant went down, but looks like
Yeah, I
it was
think
a
he
fair
just forgot
trade.
about it.
Fair trade, man. Seems fair enough, man. TMNT taking the first game. What units did Gekko have? Looks like he had an unfortunate event or 2 happen during that game. 1 and 11 losses with 11 damage. Anyway, let's go to game 2 of the sudden death. Gekko asking, how did they get all of the mid hills first? Is the map unbalanced? We'll have to see. Perhaps it will be debated in the future. Alrighty, next up, Barb Valley Light Territories.
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready. Let me check.
Yep, I'm in.
No one on the Twitch chat. Anyway, let's see. Alright, sudden death, game 2. Here we go. So, will this be the final game of MWC 18? Or will NP take this game? We'll have to see what happens in game 3. Honestly, that pick would go to TMNT. If I was them, I would pick a game that could potentially tie as well. Because then you would still not
Yeah.
have like 2 wins in the event you were stuck in a stalemate, didn't want to make the trade for the win, or was unable to.
I'm waiting on 0.
Alrighty, let me zoom into that.
Game on.
And good to go. At
So
9:50.
GKG opts for Thrall on this map. He gets
So, territories,
like 10,
one
15
of
of
the
them.
favorite game types. Let's see, who do we got on archers for this game? We got Migraine, Rabican, and Gekko for NP, with Tirri and Arzenic, and Limp taking the war packs. And now Kirk, HMP, and GKG taking the war packs for TMNT, with East Wind, Cruniac, and Dantski. On the archers, both teams, groups of archers head mid.
Teams only get one
Flag
dwarf.
captured.
Which team?
Both teams get only one dwarf.
Nice. Interesting.
Flag captured.
Do you see any satchels picked up?
I did
Flag
not.
captured.
What time are you at?
8:35. Asmo had forgotten a pus. But he goes and scoops that up. So NP in control of mid. But it looks like they will be out tagged in the flank flags. We'll have to see
Yeah.
how HMP matches up against Limp. Both their names looking very similar
Yeah.
in
Flag
characters.
lost.
Someone needs to face southwest. GKG with the fast-moving pack of warriors and
Flag
goals.
captured.
Tirri moving south. Archer going down for Cruniac in the middle.
Flag captured.
HMP facing off against Limp in the north. Holding. Limp can attack down.
Flag lost.
Gekko pushing up in the south with Migraine. Eastwind gonna back out.
Duck able to keep his goal alive. Both of the flanks are rather stagnant. All of the action going down in the mid.
Yeah, looking like a slow game.
TMNT choosing to play behind the hills. So the dwarf went to Dantski and who? Who has MP's dwarf? Oh, Limp. Interesting.
Rabican trading fire with Dantski.
Flag lost.
Ooh, picks up a dud and throws it at Rabican, which makes him lose 2 archers, which gives Dantski the advantage in the north. Tirri typing Rab needs help in chat.
Yeah,
Rab
just
using
a
another
little
pass.
bit out of position. It's only
5 minutes
plus 1
remaining.
goal there. But that goal of his own probably dead. So a small percentage lead going to TMNT, but NP in control. 6 out of 9 of the flags.
So Tirri and GKG are even in the south, so they're just moving back to mid because there's nothing they can do. But HMP slipping through, moving up north, probably to face Limp again.
Supported by
Yeah.
Dak on the goals. Could be a decent enough advantage for TMNT to make that move. But do they want to push uphill against the dwarf? Yeah. Tricky, tricky.
Flag captured. Flag
Asmo
captured.
beginning to advance. Help support Limp there, perhaps. TMNT going to take that flag lead.
Yeah, this game is nothing like Mixed Blessings or The Tane, simply because, it's light myth. So there's a lot of sitting and tension and trading fire.
Yeah, the main micromanagement throughout the game is like Pus and Archers, while the Warriors are kind of just holding in reserve, letting their artillery do its work.
Kirk is making a play right now. He's moving south with his warrior pack and goal onto Tirri, leading Gekko to fall back as Eastwind pushes in with the Thrall and Archers. Zell coming back to support. Eastwind will move back. But in the south, we have GKG now pushing on Tirri. Gekko says he's coming, which leads Zell in the middle, unsupported.
Flag contested. Flag contested.
And
Arzenic
be able
south.
to snipe out one of TMNT's goals.
Flag contested.
Rab only has 1 archer left. We got 2 minutes to go here.
Ooh, stuff happening in the north. Limp pushing in on HMP. Pus used.
Flag contested.
Asmo loses some goals to Dak.
Flag contested.
And a brilliant pass from HMP takes out Limp's dwarf in 1 shot. Looks like north might be TMNT's. Rabican tries to use a pus.
Lots of Pus going down here. Looks like more of NP's warriors are pussed at the moment. 2 of Tirri's warriors are completely out of this fight.
Flag
His Pus is gonna get pussed by HMP. Looks like it's gonna go
Flag
down.
Ooh. It's a dud that is picked up by HMP.
Oh. Well, this fight has gone right into TMNT's favor.
And GKG and Kirk pushing on Tirri and Gekko. I did not see what happened, but it looks like Gekko lost a lot of archers. Seems like they got really rushed over there. 2 Pus going down.
TMNT in the flag lead, and with so much BC going on, with a 12% advantage. The map is in TMNT's control here. Arzenic's looking to take the western flag, as well as moving on the northwest flag. It looks like NP will go for a
Flag
contest
lost.
here. We saw a pretty long one earlier,
Flag
as
contested.
well as a flagging. We'll have to see how this plays
Flag
out.
lost.
The flag lead
TMNT
goes
open
to
percentage.
NP's
Flag
favor,
captured.
however.
Flag contested.
Oh, it's going back and forth though.
Flag
The flags are tied
contested.
up.
Sudden death.
Kirk, he's not going to get pussed. It's a
Flag
dud.
contested.
The goal unable to
Flag
pick up the
contested.
puss,
Flag
even after a little
lost.
quick spread.
Flag captured. Flag
Did that
captured.
goal seal the deal? We'll have to
I
see.
think it did.
Contested.
Mid going to
Flag
go to
lost.
TMNT's favor
Flag
as well.
captured.
However,
Ours,
Flag contested.
ooh,
ours
flags
is
are
trying to
up and
contest in the
down.
west, but
Captured.
Cruniac has seen this game too
Flag
many times.
contested.
We'll zone him out eventually. Dud for HMP does land. This was the dud that I believe was thrown by, or was dropped by Limp, that was picked up by HMP.
No, the duds here, man. In favor of TMNT across the
Flag
board.
contested.
As well as the flags and the percentage at the
Flag
moment.
contested.
Will they
Flag
take the
contested.
cup title at
Flag contested.
this second?
Asmo types in
Flag
chat, he says, both my pus dudded this game, FYI, and they stole one and
Flag
killed Rab with it.
contested.
Light myth. Types again, all my pus dead, for your information. And you guys stole one and used it to get
Flag
the lead early.
lost.
Light myth. Oh, so he types again in all chat.
Yes, but if Adrenaline was
Game
saying these
over.
things, would you repeat it? And TMNT takes the game and the series 4-4, but winning in sudden death 2-0.
Yep.
6 flags to 3 on Barb Valley. Kirk coming up big. Could be the MVP of the finals with his 12-2 performance here. 20 damage. Dantski coming up with 27 damage. He will lead the game in damage. Both of these players late pickups for TMNT, and they came in on the clutch here. Meanwhile, Arzenic having a pretty good game for NP. Looks like Rab and Limp struggling quite a bit there. Perhaps Tirri as well. You were mentioning Gekko earlier. He was able to at least get 14 damage, but 4 of TMNT's players getting more damage than that, regardless. I mean, a great game, a great series, man.
Yep.
TMNT
It's
3,
been fun to watch.
they are the Myth World Cup champions. NP getting denied their third MWC championship for the third time.
Yeah, it was an uphill battle anyway, because they had to win the game of 7 and then win in sudden death.
Yeah.
But regardless of the sudden death rule change, as to whether it's a best of 3 or first to 2, GKG and TMNT still get that win.
Now, we had seen this twice in the season of 2018, where you have late minute changes within 24 hours, 48 hours, or during the finals, where the sudden death rules change. So it seems to be the trend at the moment. We'll have to see if it continues into the draft tournament or 2019.
Yep. Well, this has been fun to cast. Once you're done, I'll put up a message in the Discord, and I'll ping everyone, and I can put out an announcement congratulating TMNT and stuff like that.
Cool, man. One last thing from you, bro. Who do you
Yeah, what's up?
give the MVP of the match to, man?
Ooh. That's a good one.
I know who I'll pick.
Who are you going to pick?
Let me hear yours first. I promise I won't change it based on your opinion. I'm already decided, but I don't want mine to change yours.
I'm thinking. Why don't you go first? I won't
Alright,
change
well,
mine depending on what you pick.
I would say that it's Dantski because not only did you
Dude,
see,
I was going to say the fucking same thing.
dude,
I
like
literally am not changing it because you said that.
earlier in the year when he played with my team in TWS, I mean he was phenomenal, bro. He came up big when HMP stopped playing, and like he comes through here again for TMNT 3. Like he constantly puts in a pretty good amount of effort and focus into the game. He cares enough where he wants to win. You know, he's not gonna have fun if he's losing. He ended up
Yeah.
joining TMNT. It's funny because GKG denied him an interview for his little articles
Yeah.
for all the teams. But he ends up joining that team and says, "Yo, we're gonna take the title, man," which is pretty good. And
Yeah.
he'd played for 7L, which I
Yeah.
am thankful for, man. He had played for who was it? Legendary Heterosexual Seekers team. Like, so he got to win in multiple ways this MWC. Like, I just think his performance in the finals really helped seal the deal, especially in this final game here, coming up 27 damage, obviously.
Yeah,
He
he's
ended up
just
nailing the most.
really a consistent, solid player, and you can see him, really making really good plays and like consistently, having that high level of play. I will say I do want to give a shout out to HMP because he played really well, and he really he was on flanks for most of the tournament, and he definitely held his flanks, if not won them. So shout out to that guy.
He's your runner-up, yeah. True that, man. Cool.
And of course, congratulations to GKG for captaining Team to victory, and the entire roster of TMNT for playing well. And let's be honest, a lot of people wanted TMNT to win. A lot of people wanted NP to win, but a lot of people expected TMNT to win. And they've shown that they deserve this cup.
Oh, for sure, man. Going into this, you had to favor TMNT. You know, not only had they won the top bracket finals, they also had some of the best roster changes. They had some of the best players, consecutive champions. Like, if Vegas had covered something like this, it was definitely going in TMNT's favor. The question is, like, I just wonder if they would have been able to pull it off in the best of 7 if Kirk had played. If it had been a 7-on-7 the entire time, because that didn't take effect until Asmo had hopped in the match. He ended up 0-12. 2 damage in
they
the final
played.
map. I wonder if he'll have a. I mean, you do when you captain, you're not able to do much as it is.
Yeah.
But the goal pack ended up being a dud there, unfortunately.
Well, the thing is, with Asmo's cap, right, Tirri gets to, or Rabican gets to, play more. The thing is, though, with Kirk on the team now, like if you look at all the games he was in, he had a significant portion of units that would have been taken by GKG. So now GKG could play better and Kirk could play better. And as opposed to that, now when Asmo was capping, he had a small portion of units. So a lot of the role playing was now being carried by Rabican and the rest of the team. So I wonder if in sudden death, if it was still a 6v7, if the results would be different.
They could. I mean, I thought that was the thing. They were like, we're going to win with only 6 players. Cruniac said it, but, I mean, like you said before, a couple things he said before, they don't end up coming true. But he had a pretty good match. But as you gave your runner-up to HMP, I'd probably end up giving it to Kirk as well, as I feel like maybe 2 years ago when he went and joined and played for Sin in one of the double best of 7 series of the TWS of that year. When he played in that match, he had stepped up pretty big, and like in this final game here, he's another player who stepped up big, like along with Dantski, along with HMP. He was like a late addition to the team, enough of a factor to make a considerable difference for TMNT's chances of walking away with the title here. Albeit,
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure it was still a 3-3 match. But anyway, Vaz, I'd like to thank you for joining me in this cast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. It's been fun, man. It's been fun TOing with you, bro. We had fun with the fucking with the committee. We made a lot of different things happen this Myth World Cup. Got a lot of people together. and I think the results were overall generally positive. But you know, albeit you can't please everybody.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks, man. Have
Yep.
a good one, dude.
Take care, man.
You too, and congratulations again to TMNT3 and GG's.
GG's.
Kirk with the late trash talk, man. Myth doesn't change.